Namaste, I am Riven Rog, and with each story, I hope to transport you to the very soul of Nepal. Tonight, I bring you a chilling tale from the infamous Araniko Highway, where the veil between worlds thins under the cover of night and a spectral flock still roams, not because of sharp turns or blind spots, but because of the whispers. A shimmering, indistinct mass in the distance, slowly spilling onto the road. He swore under his breath. Another traffic jam, probably some reckless bus breaking down. But as he drew closer, his headlights cut through the gloom, revealing the truth. He'd heard the stories, of course, dismissed them as drunken tales, driver's fatigue. A man, old and bent, clad in worn traditional clothes, a stick in his hand. The shepherd. As the man slowly approached, his eyes, in the fleeting glare of the headlights, seemed too deep, too ancient. He simply gestured with his stick, guiding the last few sheep. The road was clear. He gripped the steering wheel, his knuckles white. The air felt heavy, charged with an unsettling stillness. He put the truck in gear, his heart pounding. They had simply vanished. As he drove past the spot where they had disappeared, he glanced into his rearview mirror. The flock flowed like water, effortlessly moving from the road, down the steep embankment, towards the unseen river below. But the silence of the sheep, the utter lack of response to his blaring horn, was unnerving. Other vehicles began to queue behind him, their headlights creating a bizarre, unmoving parade. Drivers, long-haul, truckers, even weary travelers, returning from the border, knew the tales, and sometimes they became part of them. The Araniko Highway, a lifeline of concrete and asphalt snaking through the hills, was a beast at night. They are the unseen companions of the night, a chilling reminder that some travelers are destined to walk between worlds. He tried to rationalize, to find a logical explanation, but his blood ran cold. They no longer bother with horns or angry shouts. They've learned. They just wait, because now they know it's not just traffic. It's the ghosts of the highway, silently making their way from the road down to the river, before disappearing back into the mists from which they came. And in the silence of their passing, the chilling truth of their existence echoes on. He had just witnessed it. The phantom flock of Araniko Highway. It was close to midnight when Prakash, hunched over the wheel of his old pickup truck, saw them. Prakash leaned on his horn. A long, blaring protest. And they're not even moving. Nothing. The flock continued its deliberate, unhurried march. He tried again, slamming the horn repeatedly. But they didn't even flinch. It was as if the sound passed straight through them. Sheep, hundreds of them, a silent, woolly river flowing across the highway. Their eyes reflecting the headlights like tiny, cold embers. Prakash. What kind of shepherd lets his flock just wander like this in the middle of the night? His frustration turned to a cold knot in his stomach. Then he saw him, a figure, emerging from the shadows at the tail end of the flock. Prakash. Hey, what's going on? You're blocking the whole road. The shepherd just stared, a faint, almost imperceptible smile playing on his lips. He didn't speak. Prakash watched, mesmerized, as the last of the sheep, followed by the silent shepherd, descended into the blackness. Nothing. The embankment was empty. The river below, a dark, churning ribbon in the night, showed no sign of hundreds of sheep or an old man. Prakash accelerated. The image burned into his mind. The silent sheep, the unblinking shepherd, the impossible disappearance. They say that even now, on lonely nights, drivers still encounter the herd. And so, on the Araniko Highway, the old tales are no longer just stories.